Alright, today I'm going to show you how to adjust the attachment cable, or do an attachment adjustment, which the attachment is just the auger here. This is an Ariens Deluxe 24. So the tools you're going to need a 9/16 wrench, you're going to need a ratchet with a 3/8 and adjustable pliers here. First thing you're going to do, obviously, you're going to turn fuel off because we're going to have to put this in the service position later. You don't want fuel spilled all over. You want to remove the spark plug, turn off the, make sure it's off and cooled. So those are things you want to do before you start. And here, which is again, the attachment, this is on the right side. We're going to go ahead and you're going to loosen the jam nut here. And then you're going to turn this barrel to shorten the cable to remove some slack. Now, I had this thing pretty taut before, but just through my testing it seems like it's got a little bit of slack. So but that's the first thing that they tell you to do. And once that's done, you're going to come over here. Oh, let me back up. You're going to need to remove this cover, this belt housing cover. You don't first of all, you'll see where it attaches, there's no holes, it just kind of slides in. And you're going to need a 3/8 to loosen that up. Don't take them all the way out. The manual says not to, and it's because you don't need to. So there's one right here, and the other one right here. So once that's off, you may have to adjust the chute to turn it to squeeze it out, to kind of pull it out and bend it a little bit. Once that's out, most of our adjustments are going to be made to this unit right here. There's the idler adjustable pulley, and then the idler adjustable arm. Depending on how tight or loose this is, impacts this arm. And according to the manual, you want the arm just slightly touching on the frame. So there's a little point here where this arm touches the inside of the frame, and you just want it just slightly touching it. If not, you're gonna have to make the adjustments here, either make it looser or make it tighter. So once that is done, you're going to put this bad boy into the service position, which means tipping it forward, like so. And as you can see, I already removed the body cover here, the bottom cover. There's 2 bolts here, and then 2 on each side. And that you also need the 3/8, which is what takes off the housing cover. So that's the one thing you're going to need. And now there's 2 things that you got to look for here that doesn't do a very good job on the manual on explaining, and I couldn't find any other YouTube videos, hence this one. Down here, there's this metal piece, black metal piece, and you'll see it has 2 little rivets on there. The rivets attach a brake pad, and if you'll look inside, I don't know if you can see it in the video here, but there's an extra piece of metal on this whole black piece. So that's the brake pad. Also on here, there's 2 belts. One's right here and the other one's kind of obstructed by this plastic piece. The other thing you need to pay attention to is this plastic roller right here. So one thing I'll say is with the attachment lever disengaged or not squeezed, that this this brake pad here should be touching the belt. The belt shouldn't be able to move. There should be less than I believe a 1/16 of an inch, the manual says. The other thing they say is that when you squeeze the attachment lever, that this plastic roller, which will push on this and move over, it's got to be between 1/2 an inch and 7/8 of an inch from the frame. So if I squeeze it here, you can see that plastic roller move. So you want to make the adjustment there. You want it between 1/2 an inch and 7/8 of an inch. If it's not, how do you adjust that? Get out of service position, come over here, and then you're gonna go, oh crap. Because the first thing I try to do is like, okay, well, I'm not obviously going to be able to get my ratchet in here, but I was able to squeeze my 9/16 wrench here, and I was able to get a little bit of a bite on it, enough to adjust it. And if you look over here, you'll see his bolt. There's kind of a there's a gap right here where you can slide this bolt this way or that way. So you can loosen this up, and then you could slide it closer to the arm will stay stationary. Well, it actually will move rather, but you will be able to move the pulley independent from the lever, the adjustable lever arm here, and move it towards the belt or away from the belt. And depending on how you have it, I believe if you need more space down on that plastic roller down here, you're gonna move the pulley towards the belt, and then opposite if it's too far away. Then you're gonna wanna snug this down, put it back in service position, squeeze the lever, and again, make sure that that brake pad is touching, and that when you squeeze that plastic roller is between 7/8 and half an inch. And then once everything is done, you're obviously going to want to put everything back before you start it. And then you want to make sure that when you squeeze the attachment that the auger engages. And then once you let go of the attachment lever, you're going to want to make sure that the auger should stop within 5 seconds of you letting that lever. If not, you're going to have to go back in and make some adjustments. With the adjustments, if you can't get anything in spec, then they recommend bringing it to an Ariens dealer, because they're probably going to have to replace some belts, and that's beyond my pay grade right now. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. Thanks.